Okay, I literally just added 51 graphics packs and BMPs to this game here. If you're not familiar with those terms, it's just mods. I just added a crap ton of mods. And I also just edited some UI items. But and on top of that, I just updated my game and added in the latest DLC. The only thing I want to see here, which I'm about to do right now, is the intro. Everyone's stoked about Breath of the Wild 2, and I saw the trailer for it. It doesn't look good. It looks like Breath of the Wild 1, and I don't know. I'm just not. I don't like the way it looks. I don't think it looks like a sequel to the first game. But I did take notes on a lot of the details of it. I'm gonna keep this video super short. There's only one thing that I want to see here, which is really the intro, and I also want to just there's a few mods I want to test out here that shouldn't take very long to do so. God, I wish you could skip this. I noticed in Breath of the Wild 2, Link has long hair, so I went and found a long hair mod and I put it on the character. I also removed the cell shading. I think the cell shading it's not awful. It's just not a style I prefer on a Zelda game. And removing the cell shading, ultimately it made it look more realistic, which to me it just looks more next gen than the first Breath of the Wild, which is what I wanted to, Breath of the Wild on a better system than the Switch. So yeah, hopefully this intro should showcase it perfectly, the skin modifications and the hair, and among other things that I've modified. Yeah, that looks immaculate. I also have a reshade on here which adds different shaders to push it to a more modern looking game, I guess. You definitely can't pull this off on a Switch, is what I'm basically trying to say, or a Wii U, which is this is my aim. So far, that hair looks incredible. That looks like Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2 is not gonna come anywhere near the way this game looks, with the combination of these skin textures and this complete overhaul of the environments and all of these super lore friendly awesome mods that I've thrown in here for weapons and items and animals and etc. This is just Breath of the Wild 2 can't touch this in any way, which is yeah, this is why I'm not looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2, because I technically have Breath of the Wild 6 right here on my freaking PC. Um, this is just 51 BMPs I just threw. I literally just put these in here, so I have no idea what's about to happen. Don't worry, before I add any modifications, I always I carefully read through the descriptions for each one. So, because bugs. When you mod, you get bugs, and I'm not a fan of bugs. I don't like anything with bugs in any of my modified content. It's kind of one of my peeves. I don't like game, CTD or anything like that. So far, this looks great. This looks incredible. I thought about uploading my reshade on the internet because people tend to ask me for my stuff. They like like I got a YouTube channel here. I casually and I consistently and professionally release videos on like a weekly basis. Sometimes I release like 6, 7 videos in a day, and I still don't get like the love and support I think I deserve for my channel. So because of that, I'm not gonna break my neck to like upload my content, the stuff that I work hard to make, to strangers basically. So far, this looks like it's working. It's just gave me Hylian trousers there, which is one of the BMPs I put in there, and the Hylian tunic. Love it. Okay. Yeah, that's just incredible, man. That's awesome. Yeah, can we just say this is official? Yeah, this is official, man. This is Breath of the Wild 2. Peep the flip. Yeah, yeah. Trying to keep the video short here. God, that cell shading, removing the cell shading makes this look 10 times better than the default game. I know the reshade is helping it too with the shaders, the literal shadowing that it's adding in here. This is really next gen. This is a next level looking Breath of the Wild here. Like 2. I know 2 is not going to be close to this. Jeez, look how cool that looks. Yeah, that's why I made that executive decision to basically, reskin and retexture a lot of assets in this game here because, removing the cell shading really shows how simplistic and how muddy a lot of the textures in the game are. And you kind of, it puts you in a corner. You kind of have to replace a lot of the stuff in here. For the most part, this is beautiful. I saw this modification called Tall Tall Link that I thought about putting in here, but I read through the description. There's a lot of bugs to it. For instance, it throws the belt across Link's chest for this intro before he even picks up a weapon, which is not really. It's kind of minute, but that's a problem for me. And also, it causes other physical bugs to the model, like gaps in weird places. But yeah, things like that. I'm a researcher. I like to read up on things in depth before I actually add them to anything I modified. If you guys don't know my track record of my footwork, I have like Marvel Nemesis on I think GameCube or is it Wii? I think on Wii. I can't remember. I think it's GameCube. I have Marvel Nemesis Super Modded, which is like I retextured that entire game with just MCU properties with like 4K MCU based textures. And that among other things. I also have Skyrim, which is like the most modded game ever. I have a Skyrim game that has more than 4,000 mods on it that runs freaking fluid. Of course it does, because you know the first 1,000 of my mods that I put in the game were for just bug fixes. Besides the unofficial Skyrim patch. But yeah, just to pay testament to how hard I go. I don't know why I'm collecting these mushrooms. Super lore friendly, by the way, because Link is in Super Smash Brothers. Little things like that I research and pay attention to. I like to respect the lore while at the same time making the game more exciting and more cool. Come on, Link, put your back into it. So I've already seen what I wanted to see. I'm just pretty much just running around here. I'm trying to stretch the video out to about 10 minutes before I close it here. I try to keep my video short when I want to see something specifically. For the most part, this reshade, and I'm probably gonna swim for this. I don't want to activate the cork or the the little leaf guy over there. He'll extend the video an extra minute. Yeah, but I've caked the game in mods. This game has hundreds of mods in it. Of course, a lot of personally made mods too, which you know, aren't limited to, but including Keyblade mods that I have in here, which look absolutely incredible. The cool thing about my Keyblade mods is that a lot of the mods that I put in here, I have a dual sword or every Keyblade turned into a, or rather every sword turned into a shield mod, which gives me the ability to like dual wield certain items, which I covered in my previous video. Which a lot of stuff that I personally handmade UI wise. But for the most part, like graphically, model wise, asset wise, this is like far more interesting and more cool than Breath of the Wild 2 will ever be. And I don't know, it might make some of you guys mad, but you just have to deal with it and accept what I'm saying. Because when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, it's gonna pretty much prove these words true. But I don't know. Most of you guys watching this, I advise you to just get Breath of the Wild 1 and just mod it on your on a PC because it looks insane. Okay, I'm just dragging out the video now. It's been almost 10 minutes. So you guys have a beautiful day. God bless you all. Bye.